بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم، والصلاة والسلام على أشرف خلق الله وخاتم المرسلين سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. سادة مشاهدي ومشاهدات قناة المعرفة التعليمية، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. في سلسلة دروسنا التعليمية لتلاميذ وتلميذات الصف الثامن مرحلة الأساس في مادة اللغة الإنجليزية، نواصل حلقاتنا اليوم في الدرس الأول من دروس القراءة reading from the book is fine 3. وفي هذه السانحة يطيب لي أن أشكر القائمين على أمر القناة لإتاحتهم لنا هذه الفرصة الطيبة لنسهم معهم في تقديم كل ما هو مفيد لبني وطني في ظل هذه الظروف الراهنة التي تمر بها البلاد، ونسأل الله أن يوفقنا جميعا لتقديم يد العون لهم في مساعدتهم في تحصيلهم الأكاديمي بإذن الله تعالى. Now we are going to start our lesson from Spine 3, which is the reading lesson. Reading skill is one of the main 4 skills in every language ever. It needs to be developed by practice more and more. And when we read a text or a reading passage as learners of English, it's not important that every word we come across to know its meaning. That's why we find reading as a difficult skill. Some words should be presented, should be explained for the students when they are exposed to a reading text. Other words should be neglected because they do not affect the understanding of a lesson. And some words should be guessed by the students or pupils themselves from the words around them. So today, inshallah, we are going to practice these skills one by one to help you, my pupils, train yourself how to answer questions on a reading passage. Let's have an example here on the board. Look here. Our reading lesson is at Dindir National Park. Right? Yeah? What do you know about Dindir? National Park, National Park, National Park. Yeah, Dindir is a town located in the central Sudan, and there is a very big national park even in Africa as a continent, in which there are different kinds of animals like lions, tigers, right? Many of them live there freely. About how far is it to Madani, for example? It's about 200 kilometers. But now I am about 50 years old, and you are about 13 years old. Transport, transport, transport. Today, the transport is good, but yesterday, the transport was not good because crowds are waiting on the bus stops and stations to get buses to their homes. That's why transport was not good. But today, there are so many buses are right for people to carry, so the transport today is good. Direction, direction, direction. Yeah. We have 4 main directions. For example, north, south, east, and west. Where is Dongula? Dongula is in the north of Sudan. Where is Kassala? Kassala is in the east. Where is Ajinena? Ajinena is in the west of Sudan. And where is Kadugli? Kadugli is in the south, right? These are the main 4 directions, right? Glad, glad, glad. Muna got full mark in her exam. She is glad now. Razan eats ice cream every morning. She loves it, so she is glad. Right. When we read our passage about Dindir National Park, we should provide answers for these 3 questions. Let's see them. Have some time to try to read this question. Could you read it? Okay, let's read it together, right? Number 1, what is the name of my friend? Question 2, try to read it yourself. Yeah? Could you? Okay, let's read it together. Question 2, how many different kinds of transport can you take to Dindir? This is question 2. You should give answers to the comprehension questions after the passage. Every reading passage in its fine, right, is preceded by pre-reading questions. The questions help you to look up and down the passage very quickly. You can answer them easily if you read the questions thoroughly well. If you read them well, you find the answers when you come up and down very quickly through the text, through the passage. And after you finish reading your reading passage, you find some comprehension questions. The questions to check whether you understand the passage or not. And also you can easily get their answers. Let's see. Also, not all words in the reading passage are for you to get their meaning from your teacher. Some words are left for you to guess their meaning from the known words for you. Let's see those, for example. Kilometer. You can guess its meaning. Cage. Let's see them again. Kilometer. 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 Right? Cage. 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 When you read a passage, you can guess the meaning of these words. Okay? And after that, you can have okay. We had a picture here. You need to tell me about it. Yeah, is it a zoo? You come across a picture now here before this. Is that a zoo? Let's see. It wasn't a zoo. Why? Because there are some mountains. Do you have any in Sudan? Yes, we have some mountains in Sudan, right? We have Marra mountain, have Oinat, right? Yeah, today we are going to read a passage about a park. It is in central Sudan. Now, look here. Yeah, now listen again before we read our passage, right? National Park. National Park. National Park. Now, please say after me. Sitting at home watching me, please repeat what I say. Again. Thank you. Dindir is a national park. Dindir is a national park. Say after me, please. I'm waiting for you to say. Again. Thank you. Radom is a national park in Kordofan. Radom is a national park. Repeat. Say after me. Again. Thank you. Okay, now we have national park in Tionalpark. Now I'm sure you can write it. Now, look here. I live in my home village. It's not far, about 10 kilometers. How far is Madani? About 200 kilometers. Listen again. About. Now say after me. Again. Thank you. I'm about 13 years old. That's you. Right? I'm about 1 meter tall. Right? She's about 15 kilos. Right now, about. Good. Now listen. The Qibla is this direction. The Qibla is this direction. Which direction is Kasala? In the east. Which direction is Adwara? In the north. Now, listen. Direction, direction, direction. Now say after me. Again, thank you. Like Kasala is this direction. Burri is this direction. D-I-R-E-C-T-I-O-N, direction. Now, listen. The transport in Umbadda is very good. There are taxis, rickshaws, minibuses, etc. Is there a good transport between As-Salama and Soba? Now listen. Transport, transport, transport. Say after me. Again. Yes, again. Thank you. The transport is bad today. The transport was good yesterday. There is no transport tomorrow. You got the meaning of the word transport. Now, look here. T-R-A-N-S-P-O-R-T, transport. Right now, look here. Yeah, is he happy? Is he happy? Yes, he is happy. Is he glad? Who is glad? Hassan is. Glad. Glad. Glad means happy. Say after me, glad. Again. Again. G-L-A-D. Okay. Look at this. Is it a mountain? Look at this picture. It's a picture of Dindir National Park. Let's read these questions before we read our passage. Number one, try to read it, please. I'll give you some time to try to read it yourself first. Try. Number one, what is the name of my friend? Two, how many different kinds of transport can you take to Dindir? Now, open your books and read quickly. To answer the questions, you have only 1 minute, right? I gave you 3 questions. You have only 1 minute to read the text quickly up and down and find answers for them. And let me remind you, every now you attend our English language lesson, please get your English book with you when watching a TV lesson, and also prepare your notebook with a pen or pencil, right? During the lesson, you need to write some words, you need to answer some questions, you need to underline some words in the reading passages to get their meaning from your lesson. Have you finished reading? Okay, right now, stop. Who can answer question 1? By yourself, be honest. You have your book, you watch English language reading lesson, right? The teacher is absent, but you listen to him. Read and find answer to the questions. Question 2. Have you answered question 2? All of you who are watching me now. Okay, that's good. Okay, now it's your time to have the reading, silent reading and comprehension check. You read the passage again. You will have 4 minutes only, and don't whisper or move your lips. When reading silently, please read only with your eyes, right? No whispering, no movement of your lips. Just focus with your eyes. Go through the lines to comprehend or understand the passage. You have 4 minutes to read. I'm waiting for you to read the passage. I'm sure you will finish reading it in only these 4 minutes, and you can answer the question afterwards. Okay? Right. Now you have finished almost the first paragraph. Move to the next paragraph. Yeah? You find some new words. Those we have already, right, explained them at the beginning of the lesson. No new words, no difficult words for you now. Now you are getting better understanding, I am sure. And now I see you are on the 3rd paragraph, or almost finished reading the passage. Now, let's go to the questions together. Okay? Now, let's see the reading passage, all of us as a class, to see how, okay, here we have our reading passage. Let's read it as a class together, right? This is today for you. But next time, you only who reads the reading passage to get the answer for the questions, to develop your reading speed, to develop your mastering, your reading skill as well. Now, at Unit 2, Lesson 2, at Dindir National Park. Read the story quickly and answer this question. How many different kinds of transport can take you to Dindir? My friend Kamal went on holiday to Dindir National Park. He went there by bus. The park is about 40 kilometers from the town of Dindir. On the way to the park, he saw many people traveling in the same direction, the same way that leads them to Dindir. They were using different kinds of transport: lorries, buses, cars, and even camels. The journey took about 4 hours. It was a long but comfortable journey. Kamal was glad he was in a bus and not on a camel. The park is full of beautiful green trees and grass. The animals are not in cages. They move freely among the trees. Visitors cannot walk in the park because some animals are dangerous. The visitors go around the park in a special car, right? Now we have finished reading the question. Let's move together to answer the questions. Okay, go to the last part of our lesson. Who can read question number 1? Try to read it, please. It's very simple words for you, right? The first word is WH question word, which is, yes, wire. And the second word is verb to do in the past, right? Helping auxiliary verb in the past simple tense, which is did. When we ask about an event or an action which happened in the past or took place and finished or completed in the past, we use this form of question, using did in, right? Where did Kamal spend his holiday? And when there is did in a question or in a sentence, the verb in the same sentence must be infinitive, not in the past, because the indicator of the past is did itself. That's why, where did Kamal spend his holiday? Did he spend it in Kasala? Did he spend it in Port Sudan? Where? Yes, that's good. He spent it in Dindir National Park. Question number 2. How far is the park from the town? How far? The distance between the town of Dindir and the national park. How far is it? How far is it from here to Madani? It's about 200 kilometers, right? And how far is it? How far is the park from the town? It's about, yeah, that's good, 40 kilometers. What did he see on the way, Kamal? While traveling to Dindir, what did he see? When we answer this question, we say what? He saw, because this question is about the past. What did he see on the way? He saw, different kinds of transport, lorries, buses, right, and even camels. Many people traveling in the same direction. Why can't visitors go on foot around the park? Why? Because animals are not kept in cages, and some animals are dangerous. That's why visitors use special cars to move around. And the last question is, how can visitors see the animals? Right? Having their trips inside special cars. Right now, we have finished our reading lesson, and we have answered only 5 questions about it. But when we come back to the reading passage, we can find as many questions as we can to answer them. Read again. All right. Okay. Right. I'll ask you some more questions and expecting your answers by true or false. Right? The park is not full of beautiful green trees. True or false? Yes, that is false. How can we make it true sentence? In the passage, it is true, like the park is full of beautiful green trees, not right, not full. Right. The animals are kept in cages in the park. The animals are kept in cages. True or false? That is false, because the animals are not kept in cages, right? They move freely among the trees. Okay? And Kamal went to Dindir by train. Kamal went to Dindir by train. True or false? Yes, that is false. He went there by bus. All right? Now, this is our first reading lesson in our English language lessons on TV program presented by قناة المعرفة التعليمية. ويطيب لي في ختام هذه الحصة أن أشيد بالجهد المقدم من زملائي المعلمين والمعلمات في بقاع الوطن الحبيب لما يقدمونه من عطاء متواصل وجهد فر لأبنائنا وبناتنا الممتحنين للشهادة وفي كل بقية الفصول، وتمنياتنا لهم بالتوفيق، والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته.
من أعراض الإصابة بفيروس كورونا ارتفاع درجة حرارة الجسم اللي هي الحمى والكحة وضيق في التنفس. وخليكم بصحة.